100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7.
Okay, welcome in, race fans. We're at the penultimate round of Apex's season 19. This week we traveled to Misano, new track this season. Lower turnout here as far as drivers are concerned this week. We've got looks like 9 drivers in the field this week. We're in for a real thriller here. I guess everybody's off watching NASCAR and IndyCar this weekend. Well, they're going to miss out on some points to our drivers who are here this week. We're going to be just recording this one this week. I'm not going to be going live as still having some technical issues. So, you know what? We're going to say, screw it. We're just going to record this. We'll post her up later on for everyone to have a look at. So we're just getting underway for qualifying as we're on board here with Craig Tester. Still looking for times from our drivers here. While we're waiting, we'll take a quick look at our sponsors that we have generously donating their time and their resources to the league this season. First up, we'll take a look at excuse me, one of our very own racers, J. Cooper John Cooper Electric. J. Cooper Electric, for all your electrical services and beyond. We provide a wide array of electrical services, but we don't stop there. We can help plan and execute all your project needs. J. Cooper Electric, your electrical contractor. And then after J. Cooper, we've got new for this season, Get Good Racing. Get Good Racing, we're a one-on-one coaching or self-directed course. Get Good Racing has what you need to improve your iRacing skills. Hello, I'm Marion, and I'm a 5K iRacing driver with multiple track records under my belt. Being one of the top 1% iRacing drivers, my passion has always been to enhance my driving skills, putting in countless hours of practice as showcased on his YouTube channel. He's worked with hundreds of students, all of whom have seen improvements right from the first session. I take pride in my knack for breaking down complex ideas into easily digestible bits for everyone to grasp. Therefore, I believe I can help people improve quickly. That is Get Good Racing, as well as I mentioned, new this season as a sponsor. Welcome in. From there, we go to DRE Digital Race Engineer. DRE is the premium spotter and crew chief with many additional benefits. You can save 10% with the coupon KENTBIGDOG10. It's built exclusively for iRacing. It's perfect for VR users. It monitors your racing, contacts and alerts you. It's the crew chief iRacing should have. Use your voice or buttons to control over 400 commands, get vital feedback from over 50 voice alerts. Nothing to look at and be distracted by as it's audio-only communication. DRE Digital Race Engineer. Next up, we've got Apex Sim Racing. Apex Sim Racing for all your immersive racing gear. They carry Cube Controls, Momo, Moza Racing, SimMagic, OBP Motorsport, OMP, HDPC, and their own Apex Sim Racing brands. They have pedals, steering wheels, wheelbases, displays, shifters, seats, basically anything you could need to get into sim racing you can find at Apex Sim Racing. And lastly, we have Full Speed Sim Coaching. Full Speed Sim Coaching, where your personal coach, Blake, will make you become a better sim racer. His mission is for you to get a better understanding of sim racing fundamentals and take you to the next level using visual guidance and telemetry analysis. He caters to novice and intermediate racers using iRacing and Assetto Corsa. Blake's giving away a full sim coaching lesson. Will be given away to 3 coaching sessions for racers in the GR86 series. That is on Tuesday nights. Each coaching session will be 1.5 hours in length and will help you get better sim racer. Full Speed Sim Coaching. Find out more in the link below. Okay, well, we've got some times in from our drivers on track. Mark Miller currently up top of the standings here as we ride along with Mark Miller right now. He's got in a 136.4. Currently 2/10 up on Brian Zinn in second place with a 1:36.6, and Chad Sosnowski in third place with a 1:36.7. We've got 6 of our drivers times on the board. We're still looking for lap times for Sean Giroux, Craig Tester, and Philip Adams. We just see Craig pop into the pits there quickly as we popped on over to him. On board here with Philip Adams in the black and green Porsche, heading around the track. Here's Roman Bykov currently in 4th place. We've got a field full of Porsches here tonight. We've got 5 Porsches, 2 BMWs, and a couple Lambos. So, whole lot of German-powered machinery with the Italian Lambos carrying around Audi V10s under the engine, the trunk bonnet, or the boot, I guess it'd be. Oh, we see Philip Adams now jump up to the top of the standings with a 1:36.3. That's going to bump Mark Miller down to second and Zinn down to third. The other Adams family member, Adrian Adams, sitting in 4th spot. So our Adams drivers occupying 2 of the top 4 positions. It's going to move Chad Sosnowski down into 5th, and Roman Bykov gets bumped down to 6th. Jay Warren puts in a time at a 1:37.6. This would be good enough for 7th spot. And it looks like Sean Giroux and Craig Tester might just take their chances at the back of this 9-car field here tonight. So we're waiting a few more minutes here for qualifying to finish up. Let's take a quick gander at the championship standings coming into this one here. Looks like we've locked up here. Okay, we'll just quickly give a restart here to timing and scoring, and then we'll take a quick look at the championship standings once that pops back in here. With it, as I said, this is the penultimate race of the season. Next week will be the finale of season 19, where we head off to Monza. The so-called Temple of Speed is where we will finish this one out. So it'll be interesting to see how the points play out once we get to Monza. I know we've had a lot of shifting and shaking the last couple weeks in the championship standings. So let's see if we can take a look at that here now. There we go. We see Chad Sosnowski up top of the standings over Brian Zinn. We got less than 100 points separating those two with 1 week to go after this one. There's still a possibility of anything to happen. Both drivers in the field here tonight. So if something detrimental were to happen to either one of them, we could see a shift in the points tonight here alone, depending how their drop weeks pan out. Paul Langer currently in 3rd spot. Paulo not here tonight. So 4th place Mark Miller, who is here, will be looking to gain some points over Paulo, as they're only separated by, it looks to be about 42 points or so separating them, 41 points separating the two of them. So Paulo there right for the picking for Mark Miller. Philip Adams in 5th. Philip's here tonight. Roman Bykov in 6th. He is also here. Brian Lemke not here. Jay Warren is here, so a chance for Jay to possibly leapfrog Lemke into 7th spot. DJ Alessandrini in 9th. Actually, I think DJ has been removed from the championship due to him just dominating the races when he's in there. So I believe Joey Jr. will actually occupy 9th, and Austin Diltz, not showing on screen, should actually be our driver of the 10th position. Okay, well, qualifying has finished itself up. Let's take we'll take a quick look at that once it cycles through. Got about 30 more seconds to go. Looks like most of our drivers are happy with their lap times. Craig Tester is still out there. Going to put in a time. Currently sitting in 8th spot. We'll see if he's got a chance to improve, but he's running out of time here to do that. And there it is. Greg's going to run out of time as he was heading to the line. Fortunate for him, but we'll see how it plays out here as our drivers now go and put their race setups on after qualifying and get ready to head out to the track for this one. So we'll quickly take a look at what we had for our qualifying results here. As we see, Phillip Adams up top. He's going to lead us around with a 1:35.9. He'll have Mark Miller to his outside, 4/10 back, so a quick lap from Phillip Adams there. Oh, and where did our... We just lost our standings. Well, head back to the grid here, I guess. I can tell you it's Phillip Adams. Up top of this one, Mark Miller to his outside, Brian Zinn, Adrian Adams occupying 4th. Chad Sosnowski is going to start in 5th with Roman Bykov in 6th. Jay Warren in 7th. Craig Tester in 8th. And Sean Giroux is going to start at the tail end of the field for this one in our 9-car shootout. So we'll get underway here once all of our drivers have hit the grid. Looks like they all should be out there now. So just waiting for the pace car to start leading them around. And there he goes, pulling away. Looks like we're doing a full pace lap here, unfortunately. So we got a bit of time to wait while they travel around and get back to the green flag. So as I mentioned, Misano is a new track this season with season 2 of, what are we in, 2024 coming to a close for iRacing. We're going to have some new circuits coming next season. Sachsenring is one of the ones that have been mentioned.
55, right?
The other one that's coming is escaping my mind, but a couple of European tracks. I believe the other one's in Spain or thereabouts.
Thank you.
Anyways, it's coming next season, along with a couple of GT3s that have been anticipated for seasons, that being the Mustang GT3 and the Corvette GT3. So it'll be interesting to see how they are received coming next season. I suspect it's going to be very welcome with open arms coming the next season. But we're at Misano. Misano is in Italy, so it's another one of our Italy tracks to go along with Imola and Monza, which we already have on the service. I'm trying to think. I think that's the only three Italian tracks that we have. There could be another one that's escaping my memory at the moment, but we definitely have those 3. Misano is a track that has seen some Formula One action. I believe actually they came here during COVID, when they were limited to where they could actually travel in and around the world. So Misano was a track that did see some use again. I think it's one of the better tracks in Europe myself, but it's a very flat track, traditional Formula One style, wide open, very wide corners, a lot of runoff, a lot of room for our drivers to maneuver around. So here we go, finishing up the pace lap. Pace car's ducked in, and we are awaiting the green flag now as Phillip Adams going to lead them around. There's the green, and we're off. Looks like Phillip's going to hold on to P1. Mark Miller fighting back strong on the outside. As they head into the first right-hander, Miller might have the inside line here. A little too far back to make a push. Now he's going to have to battle Brian Zinn at 3rd spot. Now Zinn trying to move up into second, trying to make a move on the inside. Miller's going to have to try and defend him around the outside. Looks like Zinn's going to jump up into second spot in that gray and red BMW. That's going to bump Mark Miller back down to third, sorry. Adrian Adams and Chad Sosnowski fighting for a fourth spot in behind. Adams holding the inside line, heading into the next corner. Bykoff and Jay Warren lurking right behind, trying to make a move as well. Real tight battle between these four Porsches for fourth spot. They're battling hard out here on lap one. Sosnowski able to hold off Adrian Adams. As it stands right now, they're going to head down the long back straight. We'll see who gets the better run. We'll also find out who might be running a little more downforce than the other. Looks like Sosnowski able to leg it out. Adams trying to fight back around the outside. Sosnowski holding that bay as it stands. Heavy braking section coming up here. Adams is going to run wide. Sosnowski will hold on to P4. Bykoff thinks about sticking his nose up in behind. Thinks better of it for now. Oh, Roman Bykoff almost gets his nose in the back bumper of Adrian Adams. He has to check up, though. That's going to allow Jay Warren to try and make a move around Bykoff. Bykoff will have the inside line for the next corner and see if he's able to hold on or if Warren's able to power around the outside. They're going to switch back again to another right-hander. With another double right coming up, Warren should be able to hold on to this position and take away sixth spot from Roman Bykoff. There it is. He completes the pass. It's going to bump Bykoff down to seventh spot. Warren will get promoted up into sixth. Up front, Philip Adams currently leading the way. He's got 7/10 over second place, Brian Zinn. Well, Zinn not letting Adams get away. A couple four-car pack. Looks like they're starting to break away here from Adrian Adams in fifth place. So we might have had an issue with Sean Giroux here. Let's take a look at what happened. Sean didn't put in a qualifying lap. He'd like to start from the back. He might just lose the back end of this Lambo heading into this hard braking section. Oh, he's going to slide out. Lambo doing Lambo things. Fortunately, he keeps it off any walls or gravel pits. He's able to continue on. Zinn now up on the back bumper of Philip Adams up ahead in that green and black Porsche, the number 35 machine. A BMW looking menacing in the rear mirror of Adams' Porsche. Philip Adams going wide. He's going to pick up an incident point for that. He's able to keep the power on earlier. We'll see if he makes a move. Looks like he's looking to the outside. He's going to try and get the long sweeping undercut here. Tries for the crossover move. Adams blocks it off now. Next double right-hander, Adams will have the inside line. We'll see if Zinn is able to make a move around the outside. If he's going to try the crossover again, heading onto the back straight. So he's going to tuck in behind now, try and get that draft off the back of Philip Adams' car and make a move into the next long sweeping braking zone. It's like Philip able to hold him off now, but Zinn getting late on the brakes, looking to make a move. Top four are still staying the same. Philip Adams leading them around. 35 minutes to go in this one. Zinn trying to find every which way he can to make a move on Philip Adams. Mark Miller and Chad Sosnowski lurking in behind, ready to pounce if something were to happen to either one of these two drivers up ahead. Philip Adams with a little better exit out of that corner. He's opened up 8/10 over Brian Zinn. Zinn now falling back in the clutches of Mark Miller and Sosnowski. See if they can start putting some pressure on the back of Zinn. It might allow Adams to open up a bit more of a gap here if they get racy. Looks like Roman Bykov managed to get back around Jay Warren to take back P6. He's going to move Warren back into 7th spot. Let's take a look at how that unfolded here. Oh, sorry, that's Jay Warren passing Roman Bykov. Let's take a look at how Roman got back by Jay here. Heading into turn 1. See Roman in behind. Oh, looks like Jay Warren just blew the corner. Completely missed the braking zone. Had to bail out to the left. Roman says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that spot right back." So now it's up to Jay to try and find his way back around Roman Bykov up ahead. Meanwhile, they've got Adrian Adams lurking about just over 1 second ahead of Roman Bykov. This could turn into a 3-car battle for 5th spot. So we rejoin. The top 4 are still battling away, although Adrian Adams with a bit of a gap now, 8/10 over Brian Zinn in 2nd place. Zinn able to close it down a little bit in the braking zone. So diving in deep, he's starting to bridge that gap between he and Philip Adams. See Mark Miller and Chad Sosnowski starting to fall off the back of Zinn a little bit. It's like Zinn driving a much lower downforce setup than Mark Miller. He's got a couple extra mile an hour on the straights than what Mark Miller has. He's able to leg out a 10th or 2 of gap over him. Doesn't look like Sosnowski's got a whole lot more to offer either. Unless he's playing the fuel game behind Mark Miller, trying to conserve as much as he can. Try and have a shorter pit stop and leapfrog these 4 that way. As usual, our fuel tanks are limited. The drivers will have to make a pit stop at some point in time in the race. Pit windows should be opening up here in the next 10 minutes or so. We'll see if anybody tries for the undercut where they come in early, take a little bit of fuel and head back out. But right now, it's pedal to the metal as it stands. You see again, Philip Adams getting a much better run onto the short straight than Zinn. Zinn seems to be struggling through that last corner section the last couple times by. Sosnowski looking to the inside of Miller. Starting to get a little impatient behind Miller. He sees that Zinn struggling to close that gap consistently up to the back of Adams. So Sosnowski might be ready to take a shot at that himself. So we go on board here with Chad Sosnowski looking ahead to Mark Miller and Brian Zinn. See Sosnowski trying to look a little bit out on each side of Miller, trying to get eye lines to the corners, recognize where the braking zones are. Oh, so he tries to drive it in deep into the double apex right-hander section here. Miller's able to hold him off for now. That's going to cost him some time to the back of Zinn up ahead. It's like Sean Giroux had another slip and slide moment here in the Lambo. Let's see what happened to him. Just losing the back end of that Lamborghini again. Jay Warren's gotten back around Roman Bykoff again. Let's take a look at what happened here. This guy's playing leapfrog. Oh, Roman's just going to go wide. Similar to what happened to Jay Warren earlier when Roman got back by, but this time it's Warren getting around Bykoff. It's now Jay Warren's turn to try and chase down Adrian Adams up ahead. See if they're able to put a pause on their battle here. Stay nose to tail, try and chase down Adams up ahead and make it a 3-car battle for 5th place. So we rejoin Mark Miller and Chad Sosnowski still battling it out for P3. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was still in the replay section. There we go. As now we join that battle up ahead. Mark Miller still trying to hold off Sosnowski. Sosnowski starting to see Zinn and Adams up ahead, pull ahead. He's getting a little more anxious, trying to find a way around Mark Miller. Then look back at Mark Miller here. You can see how close Sosnowski is in the back bumper, but looks like Chad just can't quite get a run in the draft here. Running a touch too much downforce, not able to utilize the draft to gain any positions. Well, that battling's been going on behind. Philip Adams been able to open up a 1.3 seconds now between he and Brian Zinn. Philip would love to see 3 cars behind him continue to jostle around for position so he can keep legging away, but it's like things have tamed down a little bit for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. See, Sosnowski and Miller both taking different lines through that section there. Each one trying to find an extra 10th or 2 over the other guy to either take away that position or maintain the position they have in Mark Miller's case. Ryan's in just up ahead now, almost 1 second opened up over Mark Miller and Chad Sosnowski in behind. Zinn kind of in purgatory here. He's got 1.7 between he and Philip Adams up ahead and almost 1 second back to Mark Miller. He's trying to bridge the gap to Philip Adams up ahead, but also run away from Mark Miller and Chad Sosnowski in behind. Go back and check on this battle between Jay Warren and Roman Bykoff, where looky, it's switched around again as Jay Warren now in behind Roman Bykoff. But the car they were chasing, Adrian Adams, had a bit of an off-track excursion. Let's see what happened to Adrian here. Oh, he's going to get loose out of the last corner. Oh, he's going to hit the curb or the barrier hard. Loses the front bumper on that machine. Looks like he gets it going again, but I suspect we will see Adrian into the pits sooner rather than later on that one. He uses a quick repair. All of our drivers do get one quick repair per usual. So I suspect Adrian will be trying to utilize that as quick as he can. He's going to be suffering quite a bit of aero resistance without the front bumper on that Porsche. Although otherwise the car doesn't look all that bad. So now let's take a look again at how Jay Warren got back by, Roman Bykoff got back by Jay Warren. As these two continue to play leapfrog. See Roman tucked in on the back. Is Jay Warren going to run wide where we've seen both of them do it here already tonight? Roman sends it around the outside. Looks like Jay pulls the chute. Says, hi Roman, you want to send it that hard around the outside? I'm just going to give you that spot and I'll tuck in behind here. And I've seen how this song and dance has played out so far tonight. I'll take my chances at finding my way back around in a little bit. Back on board with Brian Zinn. That gap now between he and Phillip Adams almost at 2 seconds. Sosnowski's gotten around Miller though to take over P3. Just happened moments ago while we were watching the replay of Bykoff and Warren. Let's see how that unfolded. Sosnowski was tucked tight up on the back bumper. Miller drives it deep into the corner. Miller lets him have it, tucks in behind. And now they'll try and chase down Zinn up ahead. See how this works out now with Sosnowski leading Miller around if they're able to bridge that gap. Sosnowski already opened up 4 tenths over he and Mark Miller behind in 4th place. Let's see if the three of them, if they catch Zinn, can try and chase down Phillip Adams up ahead. Looks like Sean Giroux is our first one out of the race here. We saw Sean a couple of slip and slides in that Lambo. He's retired it for the evening. See him in the pits as our leaders go by. Second place, Brian's in. That gap now only 7 tenths between he and Chaz Sosnowski. And Adrian Adams, as I mentioned, as soon as that pit window opened for him, we see him into the pits. Get some fuel and repairs on the front end of that Porsche. Back in here with our battle for P2. Zinn leading the way, although Sosnowski and Miller are hot on his tail now. Sosnowski looking to put a ton of pressure on the back of Zinn. So he's towing along Mark Miller up into that battle as well. Not too far behind though either. We've got Roman Bykoff and Jay Warren for all the battling that they've done. They are only about 7 seconds back of that battle up ahead. They could see it off in the distance up ahead. They could work together, they could probably start to close that gap. I suspect Sosnowski and Zinn are going to start to battle here very soon. Actually, it looks like it's underway now. Sosnowski looking inside and outside, trying to find a way around that big wide BMW driven by Brian Zinn. Looks like Adrian Adams might have had a crash coming out of pit road. We'll check in on that in a few moments. Watch how the battle's carrying out here between Sosnowski and Zinn. If Sosnowski's able to get a run on the short chutes here. Sosnowski not close enough to make a move yet. We'll have to wait for another moment. Let's see what happened to Adrian Adams as he was exiting pit road. everything looks okay here. This is just a glitch in the timing and scoring, but Adrian Adams back on track. Our first car to pit, so we'll see once the rest of our drivers start cycling through. He's able to gain any time from his undercut. Zin, Sosnowski embroiled in a battle now for P2. Surprisingly, Phillip Adams hasn't managed to leg out his lead at all over Zin, with this battle going on between Zin and Sosnowski for second spot. I would have expected that to allow Phillip Adams to open up his advantage, or second place Zin, as Sosnowski looking to the inside. Zin's going to cut off the nose for now. Keep that spot. Sosnowski might have been just trying to fill his mirrors, let him know he's there, try and force a mistake from Zin. And we see we're heading into the corner where we saw Sosnowski make the move on Miller a couple laps ago. He's not going to try it yet. Keeping the pressure on the back of Zin, though, trying to force a mistake where he can. Sosnowski might have to just go full send into one of these corners to try and make that move and hope it sticks. Zin doing a great job at defending that position right now as second place. Going to make that BMW extra wide. Mark Miller in fourth spot has a bird's eye view of this. Oh, to see his wiper going to clean off the tire debris. A little bit of rubber on the windshield. Mark's going to say, all right, let's just clean that off here, and then we'll continue on. But let's see the battle. Sosnowski looking left and right on Zin up ahead, trying to find a way to make a move. Can't force a mistake out of Zin yet to take that position. We've got less than 17 minutes to go in this one. It's getting down to the final moments. Sosnowski sticking his nose on the inside. Can he hold on to it? Zin's going to try and fight back. So he's going to hold on to position now. Let's see what kind of run Sosnowski gets onto the straight here. Miller gets an excellent run there. He might try and take both of them here into the next corner. Three-car battle now for second spot. Phillip Adams now opening up over a 2-second gap now while they bicker in behind. Phillip's got to be loving this in his rearview mirror. That's what he wants to see. More of that is what Phillip is saying. I will take more of that, please. 16 minutes to go. I suspect we should see our drivers in either this lap or the next one to make their pit stop. Sosnowski still putting the pressure on Zin. Zin will hold him off as it stands. Looks like Craig Tester now has gotten around Jay Warren as we see Sosnowski and Mark Miller have ducked into the pits. I'm going to try the undercut. Zin and Phillip Adams are going to stay out for one more lap. So we'll see how the strategy plays out for Miller and Sosnowski. We'll see how quickly they have for a pit stop. If they're able to leapfrog Zin through pit strategy here, or if Zin's going to hold on to P2 as it comes out. But Roman Bykoff's already completed his pit service. Craig Tester has not been in yet. Jay Warren has completed his, as well as Adrian Adams. So right now we're just waiting for Phillip Adams, Brian Zinn, and Craig Tester to complete their service and then cycle back out through, see where they fall back in line. See Mark Miller and Sosnowski leaving pit road. Sosnowski already back on track. Big gains for him over Mark Miller. 3.5 seconds now between he and Mark Miller. I hope Sosnowski took on enough fuel for the remainder of the race, as his pit stop is 3 seconds quicker than Chad Sosnowski. We'll see how Zinn and Phillip Adams time cycle through. As our leaders heading into the final sector, we'll see if they pop into the pits now for their service. No, Philip's going to go around one more time. Zin's going to come in though. Oh, he almost puts it into the wall, sending it in hard into pit road. All right, we'll see where Sosnowski and Miller cycle through. And Sosnowski heading into the final triple right-hand sweeper section here. You don't say that too often, triple right-hand sweepers, but we have one here. Sosnowski with 2 more corners to go to complete his lap. Zin still in the pits getting service. There we go, Zin exiting pit road now, but it is a long pit road here. Sosnowski onto the front straight. He's got the lap car of Sean Giroux to deal with. Sean's going to pull the side and let Sosnowski through, or is he? Yes, he is. It's like Sosnowski's going to jump Zin through pit strategy. Or is he? No, Zin's able to get out ahead. I thought for a moment Sosnowski was able to leapfrog him, but Zin's going to hold on to the second spot. Mark Miller has dropped a ways back, 3 seconds back now of Chad Sosnowski. See if Sosnowski's able to run down Zin up ahead. Okay, I'm back. Had a bit of a sneezing fit there. Had to take care of that, but we're here with 10 minutes to go, just over 10 minutes to go. Sosnowski's back on the rear tailpipe of Brian Zinn. Zinn trying to hold him off. Sosnowski not going to try and move here yet. Philip Adams up ahead now, 2.8 seconds. You'd love to see those two just continue to battle in behind. Mark Miller falling even farther back, down to almost 5 seconds back of Sosnowski now. Roman Bykoff and Jay Warren, that battle that was for 5th spot is now fizzled out as Warren holding 6 seconds over Roman Bykoff now. Adrian Adams another 9 seconds back of Bykoff in P7. And then we've got Craig Tester in 8th and Sean Giroux back out on track after having some repairs done to that Lambo Audi. Sean's going to put in some more laps, trying to figure out the track here. Meanwhile, Philip Adams still leading them around. He's got 3.8 seconds over Zinn in second place now with under 10 minutes to go. Zinn's still trying to fight off the pressure from Chaz Sosnowski in 3rd spot. Both of them would stand on the podium as it is now, but they are both championship contenders, as we saw earlier. Sosnowski currently leading Zinn in points, so Zinn would love to get those extra couple points that he can here. Every little point matters at this point in time with only this race, plus next week being the finale. On board with Sosnowski. We'll see if he's ready to make a dive yet on Zin. Just going to bide his time. Still 8 more minutes to go, which should work out to about 3, maybe 4 laps, possibly. I suspect only about 3 laps though, but we'll see. Final couple corners here. So far, Zin not succumbing to the pressure. Steady pressure from Sosnowski. I have to think, though, Sosnowski's ducking, diving, bobbing around, that he's going to be heating up those tires. Not sure if he's going to have any tires left at the end to try and make a final push on Zin. It's like Roman Bykov might have had an off. Let's see if we take a look at what happened there to Roman. Oh, just came in too hot to that corner. Loses the back end and around he goes. Philip Adams now officially gone. 5 seconds now between he and Zin. Well, Zin's had to be as defensive as he possibly could. That opened up the window for Phillips to take these two to Gappleby's. Barring any spins from Phillip, that should be enough of an advantage that with 7 minutes to go, he can bring that one home for the win. Status quo here for P2. The battle still carries on. I think Sosnowski might be better served to stay tucked in behind Zin instead of peeking out around the corner. Utilize that draft. He might have to back his braking up at a couple corners to get a better run through the exit. The strategy he's taken now doesn't seem to be playing out. The BMW with a little bit more top speed is able to leg out on that Porsche in the quick stuff. So Sosnowski's going to have to try and find another way around. Just brute speed, brute raw speed ain't going to do it for the Porsche. They take advantage of its characteristics, which is braking and nimbleness. At the 5-minute mark. Should have roughly 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go on this one, I would assume. We're doing minute 36, 37 laps. Looks like Zin kind of stalled mid-apex in that corner. Not sure if he's going to sacrifice some speed on the straight here. This might be a chance for Sosnowski to make a move. So he's going to hold off for now. If he stays tight right on the back bumper of Zin, heading on to the next straight, he might just get enough draft where he can try and dive underneath him. But Zin doing everything he can to make that BMW as wide as he can, but there it is. Zin goes a little wide. Sosnowski tries to duck under the inside. It's now a drag race. The BMW should come out superior here in the drag race. Let's see. Although Sosnowski will have the inside lane for the corners. Oh, they touch a little bit. Everybody keeps going. Sosnowski with the inside here, but it will switch back again to a left-hander where Zinn will have the inside. Sosnowski not able to complete the pass yet. Zinn fighting back. They both get a little squirrely. 2 corners to go to complete this lap. Sosnowski goes out wide as to wiggle it, holds onto it. Zinn with that BMW horsepower going to pull back out into second spot. That was Sosnowski's chance. He couldn't close the door on Zinn, though Zinn was able to fight back. See if Sosnowski has something more to offer with 2 laps to go. We'll have this one plus 1 more. Unfortunately for Mark Miller, although he's been able to close the gap on these two a little bit while they've been battling, he's still 2.5 seconds back. Gonna run out of time to catch this battle. Zinn able to hold a little tighter line this time through that corner. It's not going to allow Sosnowski the opportunity to get to the inside. Sosnowski trying to keep the pressure on the best he can. Starting to see these cars getting squirrely coming to the corners. They're putting down the throttle as quick as they can, trying to get as much pace out of the corners. As you come around, we'll see Barney waving the white flag. Don't see it, so we might have 2 more laps. We will have 2 more laps to go. With 150 to go, we will have 2 more this lap plus 1 more. Zinn goes wide there. Sosnowski trying to make a move, although it's going to put him on the outside for the next couple corners. Is he able to? He got it. All it took was that little bit of an extra wide exit into turn 1 that cost Zinn too much time. Sosnowski was able to jump around him. See if Zinn's able to use that BMW horsepower on the straight. Utilize the draft on the back of Sosnowski. We're having to be able to take a look at the BMW trying to chase down the Porsche here tonight. It's been the Porsche trying to chase down those 2 BMWs. We'll see how it plays out on the straight here. Well, Sosnowski opened up a quick 0.6 gap over Zinn, although on the straights looks like Zinn's reeling him in. Taking 2/10 off him. As they head into the braking section, the Porsche showing his superior braking prowess. Sosnowski opens up almost a second now over Zinn. Zinn falling back. He might have used up all of his machinery and rubber in his defense of Sosnowski. There we go, white flag's out. Barney's waving the white flag. This is the final time around. Adrian Adams, our leader, now 10 seconds ahead of that fight. Adrian on cruise control out front. All he's got to do is keep it on track and he'll have this one locked up. He'll take round 11 of season 19 for Apex's GT3. Zinn now falling 2 seconds back of Sosnowski. I suspect he's used up his rubber. Not much tires left in that BMW now after the defense from Sosnowski. He's starting to fall back to Mark Miller. I think Miller's going to get close enough in the last lap here to make a move, but he's going to try. Our leader down the back straight for the final time. Although I said that, Mark Miller is going to make the move around. Did Zinn not take enough fuel? Has Zinn run out of fuel? Oh no. Did we have an error in fuel calculation from the Buzz the Tower racer? Ryan's in. He's fallen back to fourth. Mark Miller up into third. So you see Philip Adams heading to the line. He's going to take the win. Chad Sosnowski going to bring it home in second spot. Mark Miller is going to take that one, although I bet he wasn't thinking he had any chance of that in the last lap. Brian Zinn having to fall back to save fuel the best he could.
Crappy way to lose the podium.
Coasts across the line.
Good race, everybody.
Jay Warren's going to bring it
Good
home
race. Did
in
you have the fuel
fifth.
save there, Brian?
Yeah, I've got 2 different fuel calculators and both
Roman
of them gave me
Bikoff
a tenth of a gallon short.
in the
So I
sixth
had
spot. He's heading around the
probably
final
walk them
corner.
outside. I did really back out of it that last lap. Just a crappy way to end that race.
Adrian Adams on recovery
Yeah, no,
here.
that's
He's
some
got
good
his
racing,
front
man.
bumper back on.
I was having some fun.
He'll bring
there.
it home seventh.
Yeah, I was having a blast too, and
I was hanging with you guys a little bit, but my pit stop was so slow. I lost you guys big time right there.
Craig Tester heading into the
Yeah,
final
Mark, did you take like
double
Barton
right-hand
fuel
sweepers
maybe or something? I was kind of surprised when I got
in
up so
the
much further ahead of you.
Polizia Lamborghini.
Yeah, I'm always too conservative with my pit stops, but I never run out of fuel though.
Yeah, can't complain.
So we see the rest of our drivers pulling off the side. Just waiting for Craig Tester across the line. And we'll have a look at our final results.
yeah, I mean Philip must be a wizard out there because he ran a lap longer than any of us, and him and I had basically the same pit stop time.
There we go. Craig's across the line to make it official.
Fell back about 2 seconds. I started
And let's go
fuel-saving
take a look
hardcore.
at our final results.
Them BMWs have so much straight line.
As you
speed,
see, Philip
it's
Adams
almost
brings it
makes
home
sick.
as the winner, 9 seconds up on Chad Sosnowski in second.
Yeah, I give up. some
Mark
of the
Miller
straight
comes
line
home
step
third
tires
thanks
and
to
fall off
Brian
after 5
Zinn
laps, so-
running out of fuel in the final lap. Zinn brings it home in fourth. Jay Warren in fifth. Roman Bikoff in sixth. Adrian Adams brings it home seventh. Craig Tester in eighth. And Sean Giroux parks it 8 laps down in ninth. That'll do it for round 9. Or not round 9, so round 11. I'm a couple of rounds behind here at Misano. Next week, as I mentioned earlier, we head off to Monza for the finale. And that'll be it for season 19. Season 20 will bring we don't know what, but we'll be here for it. Until next time, we bid you adieu and happy racing. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.